up, everyone? I'm Rico Rodriguez.
And I'm Rainy Rodriguez.
And we would like to welcome you to the 21st Annual Party on the Pier. And this year, it's a very special virtual home edition. We're bringing all the energy and excitement of the event straight to you, wherever you are now.
And this is more than just a party. For over 20 years, this event has raised crucial support for UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital, benefiting children here in Los Angeles and around the world.
The proceeds raised from this event help support children's health initiatives, hospital programs, cutting-edge research, and innovative discoveries that are improving children's lives every day.
Today, we will be celebrating healthcare heroes, the doctors, nurses, researchers, and caregivers working tirelessly to keep children healthy. And of course, we can't forget about the super brave kids in the hospital too.
Oh, of course not. We'll also be talking to experts and athletes about the power of play, which is really what this event is all about. So stay tuned for that.
Now, let's go meet Johnny Spiso, president of UCLA Health and CEO of UCLA Hospital System. See you soon.
Welcome to our 21st annual Party on the Pier, presented by Mattel. UCLA is proud of our decades-long partnership with Mattel. Thank you for joining us under these unique circumstances. Our first virtual Party on the Pier. Thank you for tuning in safely from your homes. I want to extend a special welcome to the event committee who helped us transform this important fundraiser, our sponsors, our event guests, and the patients and families viewing from UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital today. Outstanding pediatric care and family support services are provided at UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital, and they are essential to the continued excellence of UCLA Health. We were recently ranked the #1 hospital system in Los Angeles, #1 in the state of California, and #4 in the nation. Your support of this event helps us realize our vision to heal humankind, one child at a time, improve health, alleviate suffering, and delivering acts of kindness. I cannot thank you enough for joining us today. Today is about having fun, celebrating our work, honoring our very own healthcare heroes at UCLA, and supporting our brave patients who are heroes in their own right. So once again, a heartfelt thank you, and I hope you enjoy our first ever virtual Party on the Pier.
Hey, I'm Vanessa.
And I'm Nick. UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital has the unique ability to care for children of all ages. The state-of-the-art facility provides sophisticated, compassionate pediatric care in an environment that is welcoming and healing to children and their families.
UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital relies on philanthropy to deliver world-class care, discover the latest medical advances, and conduct pioneering research. Your donations ensure that the hospital can continue to support the highest priority clinical programs and cutting-edge research for children while providing invaluable resources to patients and families during these difficult times. We encourage you to make a contribution today by visiting partyonthepier.ucla.edu. The vision of this extraordinary team and the generosity of our dedicated partners like you will help ensure a brighter future for all children.
That's right. And we see plenty of portrayals of doctors and nurses in TV and movies, but there's a big difference between pretending to save a life and actually doing so. Not all heroes wear capes, and that's especially true to the real medical professionals who work tirelessly in our hospitals each and every day.
So let's talk with some of our heroes of today. We've got a few kids who want to ask the hospital's real-life heroes questions about health and what it's like to save the world one patient at a time.
I'm the physician-in-chief at the UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital.
I am the director of the Chase Child Life and Expressive Arts Therapies program.
I'm the division chief of pediatric pulmonology.
I'm a registered nurse at UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital on acute care pediatrics.
I am a pediatric hospitalist.
I'm a general pediatrician, associate professor of pediatrics.
I'm the division chief of allergy, immunology, and rheumatology here.
I'm head of interventional pediatric cardiology at Mattel Children's Hospital.
Why do I get hiccups?
You.
What was that?
She's so cute. Who is that? A little bit of air gets trapped in our lungs and in our stomachs, and we have to make little motions to get the air out. It's like burping in a way.
The hiccups are they're one of those things. They don't hurt you. Sometimes they're a little fun.
Be assured, it's It's all normal and there is really no harm to it.
Sometimes your body gets hiccups. It's kind of like a reflex.
I have no comment on hiccups. I'm a pediatric cardiologist. I have no clue.
Why do you have to eat veggies?
Okay, I got this one. Problems with your heart start really early on in life. The more vegetables you eat, the more fruit you eat, the more you exercise, the healthier your heart's going to be throughout your life. Stay away from people like me. We're the cardiologists.
So your body can help fight infections and you don't get sick as much, so you can play more.
So that you can get your vitamins, your minerals.
You know what? I'm not sure that you do have to eat your veggies. Can I say that as a grown-up? Is that okay to say? I don't always eat my veggies.
Why did you become a nurse?
I became a nurse because I really love taking care of people. Specifically, I chose a pediatric nurse because I love working with kids because they make my job very fun. They're very resilient and strong-willed. And sometimes, even though they're super sick, they just want to be a kid and get better fast.
What do you love most about working with kids?
I love their honesty, their playfulness, and their incredible smiles.
Kids can remember to be kids, and that reminds all of us that we were once kids and we should be having fun too.
They truly excite us to do our very best.
I like to joke around with them a little bit.
I get to see that transition where they go from not feeling well to walking around the hall to even running around the hall.
What's the best way to sneeze?
The best way to sneeze is just to let it happen.
To make a loud sneezing sound.
To really let it out.
And then, of course, you want to wash your hands really well after that.
What's your favorite thing about your job?
My favorite thing about my job is that I get to know the children and their families at this hospital so well.
Is watching kids get better.
Being able to take care of kiddos all different ages.
You, like the kids and the families.
Our patients and our families trust us to let them into their world during what is probably one of the hardest times of their lives.
There's no other reason to go into medicine. That's what we do, and that's what I love about it.
What's your least favorite thing about your job?
I think my least favorite part about my job is having to give shots.
Not being able to play and spend more time with you.
To get up super early in the morning to come to my job.
They really don't have a lot of flavors of ice cream in the cafeteria, so.
Having the opportunity to help children is wonderful, but you can't always help everybody.
The paperwork. If I could get rid of the paperwork, I'd be very happy.
Why did you become a child life specialist?
Because I wanted to help kids be kids while they were in the hospital. And that's what we get to do all day long.
Why is everyone wearing masks?
Wearing a mask for me is nothing new. I wear a mask all day, every day while I'm in my procedures, but it's incredibly important that we all do it and get used to doing it so we can curb the spread of this virus.
I think it's in preparation for Halloween.
It's different, but it's important and necessary and helpful. And hopefully one day we won't have to wear masks like this.
It's very important to have the right size mask before you become a bank robber.
Why do you become a doctor?
Why did I become a doctor? I just took a few wrong turns, I guess.
When I used to go to my pediatrician and I wasn't feeling well, and she made me feel better, and I thought, wow, this is a really cool job.
I knew that I had that ability to work hard and become a doctor and help people. And now to have it happen every day is just a real pleasure.
Because I truly wanted to help children such as yourselves.
I became a doctor to help people.
I like helping people, I like science, and being a doctor is a good way of combining all of that together.
My dad says that if I cross my eyes, they'll get stuck. Is that true?
That's not true.
I do that all the time. And it doesn't feel very good, so I'm not sure why you do it, but mine have never gotten stuck.
Well, I would never want to contradict your dad. If he told you not to cross your eyes because they'll get stuck, you better listen to your dad.
You know, I only deal with breathing problems, so I can't help you there.
You might see double, so I think it's not a good idea to keep crossing your eyes.
That's probably not true.
No, it is not true that your eyes will get stuck that way.
That old story about crossing your eyes and getting stuck turns out to be true. I myself had my eyes stuck when I was younger, and it took a lot of work for the doctor to get them unstuck.
What's a vaccine? A vaccine is a shot?
A vaccine is another way to help keep kids healthy.
The easiest way for me to explain what a vaccine is a vaccine is something that doesn't harm you, but it sort of gives your body practice fighting a disease. So like a coronavirus vaccine would be like a something that looked like the coronavirus but doesn't hurt you, so then your body learns how to fight that virus. And then if you actually get the real coronavirus, you can beat it up.
Why can't I pick my nose?
Why can't you pick your nose? Oh my goodness. Because then your hands are dirty and you don't want that.
You can't pick your nose because there's a bunch of germies and boogies up there and they're not good to pick out. You have to blow them out in a tissue.
You may hurt yourself and you may end up with a nosebleed.
There's a lot of germs in our nose, and then those germs can get on our hands and we can spread them wherever we touch.
You definitely can pick your nose. Don't let anyone tell you you can't pick your nose.
I would say if you need to do it really gently.
You actually can pick your nose.
Judicious nose picking is something we definitely advise here at Mattel Children's Hospital at UCLA.
The heroes at UCLA's Mattel Children's Hospital deliver world-class medical care, but helping somebody heal starts with believing that they will. That's why UCLA's care team members not only serve as doctors, nurses, and specialists, but also as role models, caregivers, friends, and cheerleaders. And when you make a donation, you automatically become a part of that team, showing kids that you believe that they will get better and that the future will be a lot brighter because of it. Please visit partyonthepier.ucla.edu to add your support today. It'll be extremely appreciated. Now I would like to talk to you guys about the power of play. Having the opportunity to play while hospitalized is so important to relieving the burden of illness. After all, in a perfect world, the most important decision in a child's day should be what or who to play with. In these uncertain times, I know it can be hard to let loose and have fun, but I know and I have a hunch that my friends Richard and Jake are digging deep into their event kit right about now. Let's check in with them and see just how UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital uses play to promote positivity and healing.
All right, that's a draw 2 for you, Jake.
No! Well, that's not really a problem because I've got a draw 2 for you too.
Oh, no way. Come on.
And that's not all. That gives me an Uno bingo.
Oh, no way. Let me
Check
see
it
that.
out.
All right, well, that was a great game. All right.
Oh, hey, Richard, I think we're live.
Oh, all right. Well, then, hello, everybody. My name's Richard.
And I'm Jake. We were just playing one of the many awesome games you can find in the Mattel Playroom on the virtual Pier, Uno Bingo. And we're using the Uno cards from our event kit.
Yeah, the Mattel Playroom is an online resource that features activities and content from our amazing, iconic portfolio of brands, along with other play from home information, tips for parents and caregivers, and it's all free. We know how important play is, especially during these uncertain, difficult times. And we want the Mattel Playroom to be a resource for everyone.
Now, more than ever, taking the time to play together and stay socially connected is essential for our overall health and our well-being.
Absolutely. And switching gears for just a moment, I want to recognize the extraordinary work that's happening every day at the UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital. Mattel has a long-standing partnership with the hospital, having served as its namesake for more than 20 years. We're committed to providing support each year that continues to expand pediatric services in Los Angeles and broaden the hospital's global presence. And most importantly, we love helping the kids at UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital by providing them with the toys and resources that enable them to play. You know, we know the importance and the power of play, not only for childhood development, but for healing.
It's amazing to hear how Mattel supports children in the hospital, especially while they're going through such a challenging time. Speaking of programs that recognize patients who are facing health adversities and give them the opportunity to play, our next guest, William Ahern, was featured as UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital's Laker for a Day. He got to step behind the scenes at a Lakers game earlier this year and try his hand at being a sports broadcaster.
William has an amazing story. He was born with congenital heart disease, and early on, he needed open heart surgery. Since then, he has successfully undergone 2 more surgeries, proving his strength and champion mentality. And as one of the hospital's ambassadors, he's playing broadcaster again today, and he's about to talk to some real athletes about the power of play. Over to you, William.
Thanks, Richard, and welcome to Williams Sports News. Williams Sports News, your place for great interviews. Good morning, boys and girls, and my guest parents. I'm your host, William, for today's segment, Heroes Who Play. We're going to hit the ground running with the UCLA gymnastics superstar, Caitlin Ohashi. Good morning, Caitlin.
Hi, William. Thank you so much for having me. I hear you have some questions for me. You ready?
Yeah. So how about you tell a little bit about yourself and what sport you play?
I graduated from UCLA last year and was a gymnast on their team and have been doing gymnastics for 20 years now.
And do you have any pregame or postgame superstitions?
This is gonna be like super weird, but I used to wear the same like t-shirt to bed every single night before a competition. I thought that like would do something for me.
If you could have one superhero power, what would that superhero power be?
I'm blanking on the name. You know, the one where you a shapeshifter. So I can do pretty much anything I want.
And what would you have any advice for your fans?
Always listen to yourself and formulate communication between whoever you need to, because through that there's so much healing.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me. See you next time.
I'm super excited for my next guest, second baseman for the LA Dodgers, Gavin Lux.
What's going on, William? Hey, your tie looks money, by the way.
Thank you. What was it like to hit your first home run as a Dodger?
Yeah, it was very surreal. A lot of, I think that's kind of what I dreamed about for a long time. So for me, it was a pretty special moment. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Growing up in Wisconsin, did you ever imagine becoming a baseball player?
Yeah, I grew up around baseball. I think I always knew I wanted to play baseball. I just didn't know how far I wanted to take it when I was younger.
And what advice would you give to any Dodger fans that are hoping to become Dodger players?
Yeah, don't let anybody tell you can't do something. A lot of people along the way have said, hey, you're not big enough, you can't do this good enough, and just don't listen to what anyone says, and just go after it. And if you believe in yourself, just keep chasing it.
Thank you so much for sharing. That was awesome. Do you have any questions for me?
Who's your favorite Dodger?
It's a three-way tie between Yassel Puig, Justin Turner, and you.
Yes, I made the cut. Let's go.
Thank you for joining me, Gavin, and I will hope to see you out on the field soon.
All right, see ya.
I'm excited to announce my next guest, Coach Cronin of UCLA's men's basketball.
What's up, William? How you doing, buddy?
Good. How about you tell a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm the head basketball coach at UCLA. My 18th year as a head Division I basketball coach, so I've been very, very lucky and fortunate.
How do you motivate your players?
Motivation is an interesting thing. I think that they have to learn to be self-motivated. So I try to really teach these guys every day that you control your own destiny with how hard you work individually.
Are you able to Zoom and practice with your team coach?
Yeah, so here, I'm going to show you this. I'm going to pick this up. So here's our practice gym.
Oh, that's cool.
So we had our workouts today, and we're getting in shape.
When you recruit, what do you look for? Do you look for character, or do you look for their stats?
Well, the first thing you look for is talent. Once we see that, then immediately we go to their academics and character. Especially here at UCLA, those are big, big attributes in our program.
Thanks for joining me, Coach. I'll see you out on the basketball court.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you having me. I'm wishing you all the best, okay?
Introducing my next guests, two legendary Laker girls, Janaea and Cameron. To hit the ground running with a few questions. How do you always stay positive?
Something that has been helping for me is just finding ways to stay active, knowing that I'm still able to do what I love from home.
Do you have any pregame or postgame superstitions?
I don't have any superstitions. I do have a routine though. I get the same ice cream sundae from the craft area, and I eat the same ice cream sundae every single game before the game.
And for my last question, what is a definition of hero to you?
To me, the definition of hero is just someone who gives of themselves to help somebody else, even when it's like not convenient for them.
A hero is someone that's a leader and someone that also goes against the grain. So someone that doesn't necessarily go with the ideas of everybody else, but stands firm in what they believe in. I think that's a true hero.
Thank you, Cameron and Janae. It was nice to meet both of you. I hope to see you around.
So nice to meet you.
I'm incredibly excited to announce our next guest, Laker legend, Michael Cooper.
Thank you, William, for having me. How are you today, sir?
Good, how are you?
Good. I've been waiting for this interview all morning, ever since I found out that I was going to be interviewed by you.
1 second, let me put on my jersey. Oh, I'm back.
Oh, yeah, now you're ready to rock, baby. There you go.
Actually, I have a very own personal Laker jersey.
Coach, put William in. He's ready to play now.
Yeah. All right, so let's hit the ground running with some questions. Being an LA native, did you always know that you wanted to play for the Los Angeles Lakers?
No, I did not, William. I was just playing basketball for the love of the game. And my senior year in college is when I kind of decided that I wanted to play.
What was it like to play along Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, and Worthy?
So it was kind of like playing with my brothers. We had grew up together. Magic and I came into the league. Kareem was already there, and we get on the team, and we started doing something special like winning championships. To play with those guys is like playing with your family members. So it was a lot of fun.
And what was your nickname with those guys?
Coop. And you know what, William? That nickname stuck. And when I first heard it and the crowd was saying it at the Fabulous Forum, I thought they were booing me. Boo. So my feelings got hurt a little bit. And then somebody said, no, they're not saying boo, they're saying cool. So I grew to love that nickname.
What would you say to inspiring boys and girls that are trying to make it to the NBA and the WNBA?
I'd say I have this concept, William, I call Coop's 5 Ds. Determination, dedication, desire, discipline, and decision-making can help you become anything you want to become.
That is a great inspiration for young basketball players and a great motto to live by. And for my final question, who would you most compare yourself to present-day Los Angeles Lakers?
Ooh, somebody that comes closest to me right now with the Lakers would probably be KCP, Caldwell Pope.
Oh, yeah. My dad gave an estimate that you're most like Danny Green. He plays a lot of defense, but he also can make the shots.
I have a better haircut than he does. His haircut is bad.
Good point. That's it for today, and that's my boy Coop taking it to the hoop.
William, keep that Laker Nation rolling, baby.
I will. I will inspire and make people Lakers.
That's right. Bye-bye, man.
Oh, well, you know what that sound means. That's a wrap. A big thank you to our guests and viewers at home. A personal thank you to my hero, Dr. Levia. Now over to Dodgers Dream Field with Nicole Whiteman.
Thanks, William. Hi, everyone. My name is Nicole Whiteman, and I'm the CEO of the Los Angeles Dodgers Foundation. And today I'm coming at you live from the Dodgers Dream Fields at Darby Park in the city of Inglewood. The Los Angeles Dodgers Foundation is so proud to be a sponsor of Party on the Pier. This year's program obviously provides an opportunity virtually that's expanded to so many individuals, and we're so proud that you're all with us today. The UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital is a hero in our community, a champion for wellness and for health for so many kids throughout our city. The Los Angeles Dodgers Foundation is also a champion, a hero in our community, and we believe that health disparities should be tackled in partnership with others. The Los Angeles Dodgers Foundation exists to improve homelessness, healthcare, education, and social justice for all Angelenos. We believe that if the poorest in our communities had what the wealthiest had, Los Angeles would be unstoppable, and we do that with partners like UCLA Health. We are so proud in this particularly challenging year to be partnering with UCLA Health. We issued an assessment earlier when the pandemic first hit to our families in our Dodgers RBI sports-based youth development program, asking them how the pandemic had truly impacted them. Our families responded not only with their need for education resources and their need for bare necessities, but they really wanted to know how can they keep their kids healthy and fit while at home. Together with UCLA Sound Body, Sound Mind, we created PE at Home kits that we've distributed to thousands of youth throughout Los Angeles. The Los Angeles Dodgers Foundation continues to be amazing partners with UCLA Health, the official hospital of the Los Angeles Dodgers. We're extremely proud in 2020 to have distributed almost $35,000 of PPE necessities, whether that be masks or equipment, to so many communities together throughout Los Angeles. We're extremely proud to be supporting a health study, really getting at the health disparities that teachers and kids may be experiencing in schools throughout Los Angeles as well. There's a lot of work to do. 2020 has obviously exacerbated health disparities that most of us didn't even know existed before. And so we're going to continue to do this work together. We're going to continue to support UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital. We're very, very honored and proud to be part of today's program. Take care, everyone.
Hi, we're the Beat Buds! We're so excited to be playing at this year's Party on the Pier Home Edition.
Yeah, check us out on the virtual pier after the program is over.
We can't wait to play some music with you later today.
Let's jam!
Hey everyone, it's me again. You know, some of the coolest things about this year's Party on the Pier are the awesome games and viewing opportunities you can experience from home. Make sure you check out the virtual pier where you can explore attractions, find music, play interactive games, and much, much more. I just played an arcade game and took a trip to the Mattel Playroom. So go ahead and take a virtual walk around the pier after the program. Now, in this next segment, we'll meet the newest little hero roaming the hallways of UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital. This team member works closely with the Change Child Life program to ease the challenges of hospitalization. And it's just another one of the many examples of leading-edge research, technology, and social interaction coming together to help better the lives of children. Introducing the newest champion of UCLA's medical community, resident AI robot, Robin.
Hey there, I'm Robin the Robot, and I've traveled to UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital to learn about all the cool new things here and to make new friends. When children are here in the hospital, I get the chance to visit them, learn from them, and make them smile. Some of my new friends might be watching right now. If you are, then this part is for you. The Change Child Life team helps me to meet patients and escorts me around the hospital. They work hard to make sure that our patients and families are coping with the challenges of hospitalization. And together, we help kids be kids. Since I'm a robot, I can visit any room in the hospital, and I don't even need to wear a mask. I love to sing, play games, and tell jokes. Do you want to hear one? What do robots eat with guacamole? Microchips. In fact, I heard one of the doctors the other day say that I am just one of the hospital's many examples of cutting-edge technology. I checked my database and found out that there is a lot of hard work being done at UCLA Children's Discovery and Innovation Institute. Everyone here works together to treat the whole child and not just their illness. My favorite part of working at UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital is getting to play with so many new friends. Speaking of play, let's check in with my new friend, Adam, at Mattel, the experts in play. Take it away, Adam.
Thank you, Robin. How cool is it being introduced by an AI robot? Technology sure has come a long way, and it's awesome seeing the science and innovation advancements driving the medical field forward. Today, we're going to learn about the physics of force, motion, and energy using our Hot Wheels cars. I have with me a 3-pack 1/64 scale heroes, and you can find your very own in your event kit. These should get you speeding into your own experiments in no time. Now let's get started and have some fun. We're going to see how high, far, and fast our cars can race. To get started, we'll need straight track and any extra stunts you have on hand, 2 or more cars, somewhere high to set up your gravity drop, and a clamp or another way to fix your track up high. Keep it safe. You'll also need a pencil and paper to track performance. Good notes equals good science. Finally, we need a way to track all that speed. We're going to use the Hot Wheels ID race portal to see the exact scale speed of our ID cars. If you don't have the race portal, you can use a timer to measure your speeds instead. we'll need to build an awesome gravity-powered track set. I'll place the ID race portal with the speeder minigame running to see how fast our cars got by the bottom of the drop. Next, we'll choose our cars and make some detailed observations. Make any observations you think might affect their speeds and mark them down. We're going to make some guesses based on what we know about our cars. We'll test some predictions or hypotheses and see what happens. Let's make a hypothesis about the height of our drop. With our track starting up here, how fast might our cars go by the time they race to the bottom of the drop? When our cars start up high, they have potential energy. As they race down, that turns into kinetic energy. That power sends them flying past our race portal. What happens to our speed if we raise our gravity drop? Which car was faster? Did the results match your hypothesis? Look at your notes about the cars from earlier. Why do you think that was? We could add a loop for an extra track challenge. How fast do our cars need to go to make it through the loop? I wonder why this car made it through and the other didn't. What would you do so that both cars got enough power? We could add a crash zone at the end of our run. How fast do we need to go to crash through? And if we change the weight of the blocks, do we have to change the power of the car? With speedometry, you can set this up any way you want to test a lot of hypotheses. If you don't have a track at home, you can use just about anything, including the cardboard from your event kit, to build a ramp and get racing and testing. Use your creativity to spark some excitement with what you find at home and have fun.
Wow, that was pretty awesome. Technology can be so cool. These days, we're all relying on technology more than ever to learn, conduct business, and stay connected to the people we love. At UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital, technology is an integral part of everything they do. From providing care for patients, researching new treatments and therapies, and even having team members like Robin, the AI robot on staff, they understand how vital technology's role is in helping children get better. And as a mom, I know that when your child is sick, you would do anything possible to make sure they have the best care and resources available. When my son Adler was born, he had to spend the first 3 weeks of his life in the NICU for congenital chylothorax. My husband and I put our trust in doctors, nurses, and the specialists who did everything they could to make sure he got healthy and strong enough to come home. Now he's a thriving toddler, and we're so proud of how far he's come. Our healthcare heroes rely on technology and innovation to ensure that all children are promised a brighter tomorrow. Sometimes, the strongest promise for a better future is the spirit of the kids UCLA serves. They're the heroes of tomorrow, and we'd like you to hear from one of the biggest voices for the future, Evan. Evan and his mom, Allison, know firsthand what it's like to spend time in the hospital, and now Evan is an ambassador for the hospital. Today, he's going to be talking to a special guest who UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital is lucky enough to know very well through their partners at Mattel. Let's hear more from Evan and Allison.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here today with us at Party on the Pier. I'm Allison.
And I'm Evan.
I am Evan's mom, and we're thrilled to be here at this party. We come every year. It's our favorite party of the year, actually, and really excited to do it digitally. So Evan here, my magnificent son, he was born 2 months early and had a lot of complications. Actually, the night before he was supposed to be born, I was told that he wasn't going to survive. So I thought that I wouldn't ever get to meet my son, not even just one time. And I remember them bringing him over to me and me being able to kiss him and tell him how proud I was of him and how much I loved him, and just being so grateful for that moment, because that's all I thought I'd have with my son. And then the next morning we woke up and Evan was still there, and 11 years later, Evan's still by my side, and we get to spend every day together doing extraordinary, epic things. And it's in part because of UCLA. UCLA and Mattel Children's, they have the type of innovation and doctors and nurses that keep kids, very complex kids like Evan, alive, and not only alive and healthy, but able to live normal, productive lives. There's not a second of our lives that I feel has been missed because of UCLA Mattel Children's and the Chase Child Life program that's there. And because of these extraordinary programs, we get to meet really, really amazing, cool, extraordinary people like Barbie, our friend Barbie, who we've known for years. Ironically, she showed up at one time where Evan couldn't go out and be in parties and hang out in the playrooms, and she She got in there with him and put on an isolation gown and sat on the floor with him and brought everything, the whole entire party with her. It's just amazing to have people like you come and visit with your smile and your grace and your ease with him, and it's just truly remarkable. Thank you for being here, Barbie.
Of course. Oh my goodness. I love you, Evan. And it's so good to see you and so good to see you doing so well. Now, we've known each other a long time, and I think we've talked about a lot of things different times that we've seen each other. But I was just wondering, in your own words, can you tell me what you feel the hospital has done for you or what it means to you?
Well, it kind of means my life to me. Without it, I probably wouldn't be alive today.
What does it mean to you to be an ambassador? Are you an ambassador for the hospital?
It means a lot to be the ambassador for the hospital. We get to go to DC and talk with some politicians and their offices about healthcare and how they could vote on a bill to help it.
Is there anything that really drives you to do this, or is it just your passion?
If people have to guess what I want, then they might not always get it right. But if I tell them, then they can get it right.
I like that. So do you have any plans for the future or anything you want to be? Because, you know, we can be anything we put our minds to.
Being president.
I love that. You are so brave and so resilient. You do so much. And I'm just so happy that we can do something to help you. How could other people support the hospital? Like, how could people show up for the hospital now and for all the kids now?
We show up every year for this party. It's the party of the year for us for sure, but I know that this is the biggest fundraising event for this hospital, and this supports all of us. So when people think, what can I do for really sick kids in the LA area, like give something to help keep this going, because this, you cannot duplicate this. There's no model to be made. It's just pure magic. To be able to give money to something and to know like that it's impacting people's lives, like not only does it give them life, but it gives the whole family memories to look back on. That's what those dollars mean. That's what that is. He knows that he can be anything because of UCLA and the support that they give. So yeah, every dollar counts.
Well, Evan and Allison, it's been so wonderful seeing you again, even if it's only through Zoom, but I love you both so much. And Evan, you have my vote for president for sure. Thank you so much, you guys.
Bye, Barbie.
Bye.
Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl Burke and I'm so honored to take part in such a special event. Those stories remind us that when a child is sick, we want to do anything to help. At UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital, that means treating the whole child with every tool possible. That's why trained music therapists are part of care teams here. They work with each patient and with doctors to find a plan that works for everyone. Music therapy is complimentary for all pediatric units in playrooms and at bedsides. Having music in your room is so much fun, but music therapy is equal parts music and therapy. It can take all sorts of forms: learning an instrument, sing-alongs, music to relax and meditate, making a musical timeline of your life. It brings families together during a really hard time. It helps kids feel comfortable in the hospital and relax when they're having tough procedures. Sometimes music and the joy it brings are just the most powerful treatment you can get. That's what Chloe Temption believes. So let's hear more of her story.
Music literally saved my life. When I'm creating, pulmonary hypertension doesn't exist, nothing exists. Like I used to joke, oh, music is my life, music is my life. But ever since I was diagnosed, I literally, like I say, wrote myself back to life.
Hey now, you're a rock star, get the show on, yeah, hey, all that glitters is gold, only shooting stars. It's a cool place.
I'm very much on a mission to bring happiness, bring joy, bring hope. And I think that that is what brings me incredible joy, is to go in there and sort of say, hey, I'm in here, I'm performing, I'm singing, I'm living my life. I had it so bad, and I can do this, so you can do this.
Oh my God,
it's amazing.
Who am I? Who am I? What are you even saying?
A little compassion can really make a huge difference in somebody's day, or maybe even life. So now that leads us to invite our very special musical guest, whose voice you may recognize as young Simba in Disney's remake of The Lion King. Please welcome J.D. McCrary.
Thank you, Cheryl. Hey everyone,
Last year, I had the chance to visit and perform at the hospital. It was such an amazing experience, and when I was asked to perform at today's event, I couldn't have been more excited. And I hope you guys enjoy these songs as much as I do. And remember, it's okay if you want to sing along. I mean, you're in your own house. And you can be as loud as you want. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. Oh, you've got a friend in me. 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 You've got troubles, I've got them too. There isn't nothing that I wouldn't do for you. We stick together and we see it through. Oh, you've got a friend in me. Hey, you've got a friend in me. Some other folks may be a little bit smarter than I am, bigger, stronger too, maybe. But no one else will ever love you the way I do. It's me and you, and as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny. Yeah. You've got a friend in me. Oh, you've got a friend in me. Oh, you've got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Hope you sang and danced along. And it's my pleasure to introduce Grammy Award-winning artist, Mr. John Legend.
Thank you so much, JD. Wow, what an outstanding young talent JD is. I'm so honored that I got a chance to listen to him sing this morning, and thank you for introducing me. I want to thank everyone who's been a part of this wonderful, wonderful event today, because what we're doing is raising money for the UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital, and we know that this money is going to help a bunch of young people who are struggling with medical difficulties, and UCLA is going to help them. So we're so happy about that, and I'm so honored that I get the chance to sing for you today. I'm going to sing a song you probably know. It's called All of Me.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. You've got my head spinning, no kidding, I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My hands underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Oh, how many times do I have to tell you? Even when you're crying, you're beautiful too. The world is beating you down. I'm around through every mood. You're my downfall, you're my muse. my worst distraction, my rhythm and blues. I can't stop singing, it's ringing in my head for you. My hands under water, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Oh, cards on the table, we're both showing hearts, risking it all, though it's hard. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Oh, I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Oh. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you all so much for coming. We hope you get to spend some time exploring the virtual pier with your families. I know I will.
And a special thank you to Mattel and our valued sponsors who made today possible. We hope you stay safe, everyone. And remember, not all superheroes wear capes, but they do wear masks.
Bye.
See ya.